What's going on everyone, Tom here from Pizarro's Pieces, back today with another video showcasing some of my latest toy pickups. What's up everyone, welcome back. Apologies again, I've been really slacking recently with videos. Today's video was originally going to be my Chicago Toy Show video. So when I went to Chicago a few weeks ago, I attended the Kane County Toy Fair, the Chicago Toy Show. And I was going to do my video of me walking around and then show you guys my pickups. But I've been picking up quite a lot in the last couple of weeks. Last weekend we had Sandown Park Toy Fair where I stalled out. I had a really good day. I picked up a couple of little bits there as well. I've picked up some bits in B&M. A lot of you guys who watch these videos will know that B&M have been doing some good figures recently, so I'm going to show you guys them, and also some bits and pieces off the internet as well. But before we continue guys, I can't not mention the fact that this week, obviously I say we as a collective group, geeks, nerds, you know, action figure collectors, etc., comic lovers, have obviously lost a pop culture icon in Stan Lee, the forefront, the face of Marvel Comics. And I wouldn't usually say anything, you know, a lot of famous people die, and quite a few people have died in the last couple of years, and I never usually say anything in videos, but obviously Marvel Comics had a big influence on my life growing up. And Stan Lee was part of that, obviously co-creator of a lot of the famous Marvel characters, and Spider-Man was the big one for me in the 80s, and I was a huge fan of Spider-Man and his amazing friends, and the Incredible Hulk cartoon from the 80s, which Stan Lee did like the narrative on. So that's sort of when I first came to know who Stan Lee was. It's only now, obviously, with the blockbuster multi-billion-pound movies that a lot of people, you know who he is and know more about Marvel. But I was massive on Marvel in the 80s and 90s, long before many people took comic books seriously, but took the whole pop culture seriously. Obviously, toy collecting, game collecting, everything, it was all part of that. Comic books, anime is all part of pop culture. So yeah, he's obviously going to leave a massive legacy for years and years to come. But let's not take away the fact that, you know, as big as Stan Lee was, it wasn't just him. There was other people involved in Marvel Comics at that time, and I think maybe some of them wasn't credited as much as Stan Lee, the likes of Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko. But obviously Stan Lee is a big part. So yeah, Stan, rest in peace. Getting back to the pickups guys, so a few bits here from eBay. I found some purchases from Facebook as well. Some of the stuff on this table kind of, I say relates to, but I got some finds in Chicago at the Chicago Toy Show that relate to some of the stuff on here, but I'm not going to do my finds from Chicago yet. I will do a separate video for that. Hopefully I'll be able to do that next week. So you guys know recently I picked up some of the Ray Harryhausen vinyl. Let's say vinyl, sort of kind of like the Japanese figures, like your kaiju figures, very limited in articulation, made by X Plus. These were made in the early 2000s. So recently I picked up the Griffin, the Centaur, and Talos from Jason and the Argonauts. So I got a really good deal on them. So obviously I've been focusing on getting, there's 8 in total. So I've been focusing on getting them, and I've been pretty lucky. So this guy I picked up on eBay. This is from the film 20 Million Miles to Earth, I believe. I don't know, is it pronounced Ymir? I think it is, or I'm not too sure. Ymir is pronounced. This is the monster from that. Now I'm really digging these at the minute. I loved the Sinbad films, Jason and the Argonauts and all that. I never knew these figures existed until recently when I picked up them 3 together. I got a phenomenal price on them. I paid £25 for the 3. That's ridiculous, and 2 of them have got tags. I didn't realise now until the last few weeks since I've decided I wanted to get the rest how expensive and how hard some of them are to get. So I got this guy. Now I've been talking to the buyer on eBay. I've been talking to the seller, sorry, on eBay, who I got this off recently, who knew who I was, who watched my videos, funny enough. So he kindly, his name was, I think it was Tom's Game and Toys or something, or Tom's Toys and Games, his eBay name was. And he's kindly threw in some freebies as well with this great figure here. So we've got I don't know what year this is, but it's by Jun Planning. So we've got a little Gizmo plush toy there. He also threw in this cool, I think this is like from the Marvel Universe line, if I'm not wrong, Venom figure. He's like the blue kind of Venom. And I believe I've got this. I've got so many Venoms over there, I'm going to have a proper look. And he also threw this guy in from 1980, MGM. I've briefly done research on it, and I think it's from the Clash of the Titans toy line. I don't think there was many toys. I'm actually going to keep this guy with these guys, because obviously Clash of the Titans was a Ray Harryhausen film. So I'm going to keep that up there on that shelf. As you guys can see, my camera angle's changed a little bit. I wanted to change it up a little bit. So that was my first one. I got this about a week and a half ago. Like I said, guys, I haven't done a video for 2 weeks, so apologies. It's been majorly busy, working full time. I had Sandown Park last week, and the videos, believe it or not, even a 10-15 minute video, once edited and uploaded to YouTube, can take half a day, because my internet here is absolutely shocking. There's no fibre. But you'd think I lived in the sticks in the middle of nowhere. I don't. I literally live just on the outside of London, and for some reason where I live, my particular block where I live, fibre is not available. So I can't. I'm on the crap internet that is basically like dial up, the old school. Sandown Park last week. Massive thank you to everyone that came. It was an absolutely wicked day. I went there on my own. I was set up next to the guys, Rob from Robbo Toys, Rob from Tats and Toys, and Vic from Fistful of Collectibles. It was really, really busy. And also Kurt as well, who's quite new on the scene from Horizon Toys. Darren from Darren's Toy Channel popped down, and I've got a few little bits and pieces off him. And these two little Ultraman figures I've decided to keep for myself. I don't know what they're from. I think they're from like the Japanese machines, you know, like what you put over here, you put 20p in or a pound or whatever. I know Japan has quite a lot of like really good them sort of machines where you can get really good toys and all that sort of stuff. I think that's what they're from. So they're going to go straight to my collection. Thanks to Darren for them. I also got this of Rob from Robbo Toys. So this is a Pink Panther from 99. I thought it was older than that, but it's not. Just a little bendy Pink Panther. I am a massive Pink Panther fan. One of the regrets I have is that when I first became a toy dealer, there were sections of my collection at that time that I was sort of fizzing out. I had loads of Marvel Legends. I had about 35 original Marvel Legends, not the new line that you get now, the original ones that were in the plastic cases, and I sold all them. But I also had a Pink Panther toy at the time. I can't remember who makes it. Is it Paradise? I can't remember what they're called now. A Pink Panther action figure, and I sold that. I sold it for about £50. I mean, I paid only about 15 for it years ago. But I kind of regret it because I'm a massive fan of the Pink Panther, and I don't think as a character, as a cartoon character, I don't think he gets enough love. So watch this space. There could be a couple of little Pink Panthers flying, making their way into my collection at some point soon. WWE, WWF, WWE focus still well and truly on. I am sort of down now to maybe a half a dozen or so characters that I want, give or take half a dozen, maybe 8. I managed to pick up 3 in the last week, of which 2 I did want, and the third one I wanted to add to my collection as an alternative to the character. First one is this. I got this off of Vic from Fistful of Collectibles. Done me a great deal on this. So this is obviously the iconic Sting Now I do have only one other version of Sting, and that is the blonde Sting. So I thought it made sense to have the Crow version of Sting, the other WCW version. So yeah, thanks to Vic for that. The second one I got was at Sandown. I got this at a really good price. I didn't realise how much this figure goes for. So this is Lex Luger. Now he originally comes with, he's meant to come with 2 weights, but to be honest with you, when it comes to the elites and my collection, I rip them open anyway to display them. I'm not overly fussed too much about accessories, especially something like that. I mean, I've got the $1 Million Man, and he came with a basketball. I mean, I just put the accessories in a box. My display up there, I think I've got roughly about 40 figures now, give or take. But as well, I've just acquired a massive 2 figures that I didn't really think I was going to get. I've got them off the internet. It cost me quite a bit. They're should be coming next week at some point. But I am down now, literally, take them apart, them 2. I'm literally down to about 6, 7 or so that I want now. There's a version of Stone Cold Steve Austin that I want. I had a version of it and I sold it to Big C. I probably would want that version again, to be honest with you. It's quite easy to get. It's the Defining Moments one with the 3 title belts. I'm just trying to think who else now. I want a version of Kurt Angle and The Rock. But apart from that, there's not really any I really want. I've got so many up there now. I've got The Undertaker, Kevin Nash, Andre the Giant, Sid Vicious, Jericho. I've got 3 versions of Scott Hall, or 2, and 1 of Razor Ramon. I've got the Acolytes, Ken Shamrock, Mr. Perfect, Earthquake, Hogan Warrior. I really only kind of wanted 1 version of each wrestler, but sometimes obviously you get alternative versions, and in the case of Sting, I've got 2. Next one was the one I picked up this week. Now, I bought this this week, and then I got a message from my friend Enrique of Creative Bantha in Chicago. Now, I'm heading back to Chicago in April for the Chicago Toy Show, and he picked up the Hall of Champions version of the Road Dogg Jesse James. Now, this is the normal elite version, don't come with a title. It is complete. He's got a hat and he's got a DX vest as well. Now, I've spoke to Big C, and Big C hasn't got any figures of the Road Dogg, so he's going to take this one off me eventually, and I'm going to keep the Target. I think it's a Target exclusive. It might be Walmart exclusive of the Hall of Champions version, as and when I go to Chicago in April and meet up with Enrique. Now, obviously, I do want Billy Gunn as well, so I've asked Enrique to keep a lookout for him. I have been looking on the internet at Billy Gunn, the original elite version, but he's just a bit too pricey at the minute. So I'm going to pass on that and just wait for the right time to come. Moving on, a couple of bits I picked up from B&M. Guys, most people know at the minute B&M are doing some good prices on some good figures as well. I picked this Swamp Thing DC Icons figure up for $7.99. He is going to get opened up at some point. And I also picked these up now. I don't collect Ghostbusters, but these figures, I really like them. I think they're really, really good. And for $9.99, at the minute I've only picked up Slimed Peter Venkman, but I do plan to pick a couple of others up. I'm not interested really in the ghosts and all that. I might pick a Terror Dog up if I can pick it up, if I can find it. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen Peter and a couple of others when I went to a new B&M that opened in my work the other day. So we'll wait and see. But at the minute, just Peter. I picked up some vintage Gremlins pin badges off of someone. I got these at a really good price. I can't remember how many it was. I think it was 10 different ones I ordered. Let me just have a look what we got here. So yeah, these are all from 1984. So we've got one there of Gizmo. It says "Love you" with a heart. I'll be your friend. Now I have actually got key rings, not too dissimilar to this. Be my friend's another one. There's a few cool ones here. Stripe, evil and proud of it. Stripe on. Glad to be bad. I'd say these are original. My heart is yours. I've got keyring, these gizmo ones with the Who Says I'm Ugly, the gizmo ones. I've got keyring versions of these as well. I hate baths. Hug Me, and last couple, I Love You. I think I've had that one already. And this one is a different one. It's got Billy and Gizmo in it, Friends for Life. So they're really, really cool badges that I picked up off of someone on Facebook, or I've bought a couple of bits of Gremlins items off before. I think I paid like £10 for, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 11. So I think I paid £10 plus postage, so it was like £12 or something. So that was a really, really good price. Now, guys, the last item that I picked up, I've been meaning to get this for quite a while. I did want the original, but I didn't want. I'm not in the thing for collecting Power Rangers. So, as a kid, I had all the Power Rangers. Power Rangers and Jurassic Park in '93, '94 were the big toy lines. Well, they were big toy lines for me. I think they were probably the toy lines then anyway. I had all the Jurassic Park stuff and I had all the Power Ranger stuff, and that is probably a reason why I don't have a single Jurassic Park item in my collection. And up until recently, I didn't have a single Power Rangers item. Generally, as a collector, you collect what you like. Some people collect what they had as a kid. I'm a bit of a mixture. I've got a lot of modern stuff here, and then I've got bits and pieces that I had as a kid or related to a kid. So like the WWF Elites, for example, I had a lot of the Hasbro versions as a kid, but I don't really have any interest in collecting the Hasbros. I do like the Elite versions of them. So this is the Legacy collection of the Green Ranger, the auto-morphing one. Obviously, like I said, I had the original one as a kid. And I know they've not brought all these out. There's only the red and the pink, I think, in regards to the remake of them. But I didn't want to start getting a big old Power Rangers collection. I've got a White Ranger down here that I showed you guys in the previous video that I picked up in Chicago. I'm not gonna start going and buying Megazords and Dragonzords and Tigerzords and all that. For one, it's not a focus of what I want. I want a couple of nice figures like this, more as a remembering thing from when I was a kid. I'd perhaps maybe do the same with Jurassic Park figures if they come along at the right price. I've had so many Jurassic Park figures pass through my hands, and I've just sort of sold them on. I've never really been interested in keeping any of them. But we'll wait and see. It's just another little small focus in regards to the collection that is ever getting bigger. A bit of crap news as well is one of my Supernaturals. I've got a Tonka Supernaturals collection. I've got the 6 original characters all complete. Unfortunately, Lionheart and Snakebite both fell off my shelf the other day and have both broken, like completely broken. The good thing is I do have all the accessories, so I will just be looking for new Lionheart and Snakebite figures without any accessories, and you can generally pick them up. I see them at shows all the time. You can generally pick them up for a few quid each, as long as it's got a nice hologram on it. I'm willing to take it, and then I can just use my accessories, obviously. But yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. Now, my luck now, I probably won't see any at the shows, but we'll wait and see. So guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for the support as always. It was great to see so many faces at Sandown Park. At this present moment in time, I do not have any plans to be at any shows until the 27th of December, which is obviously the big one at NEC. I might be at Brentwood on the 8th of December, the Brentwood Toy Show. That's not confirmed yet. 50-50, we'll have to wait and see. I've got a few things coming up that I need to sort out. So guys, thanks for watching. If you're watching this and you ain't subscribed, please consider to do so. Don't forget, I am on all social media. The links are below: Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to check out the website, www.pizarrospieces.com. Guys, thanks for watching, and until the next video, which will hopefully be the Chicago Toy Show video, I'll see you all then.